Okay, let me make sure all my levels are correct. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hello S, hello Chrome, welcome. Um, Today is Chaos Rapier, which I've been interested in because it's one of the few thrusting swords in this game that I have never touched. And supposedly, according to Fextra comments, it's really, really good. It's also really easy to get. It's right at the beginning of the game. Actually, it's right next to Ricard's, which is cool. Hi. um, and this time it upgrades on Twinkling, which is easier to get than normal Titanite for the most part, since I'm gonna go to the DLC anyway. So, yeah, my skirt is caught under my chair. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's good. The scaling is a little weird. You know, it's A in Dex and B in Fire, but I'm not sure how much that translates to actual AR. On an AI-generated ad. About insurance fraud at a funeral. That's the most common place for insurance fraud to happen, actually. I do, in fact. My skirt is very much my autism clothes. I don't know if it's particularly good because it is fire. I'm considering getting the what's it called? The flame weapon spell, whatever. I don't think you need to upgrade the pyromancy flame. That'll also, you know, mean doing something kind of unique for this run. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use that. I'm thinking about it. I don't think it would be that difficult to get, right? I guess it kind of depends on how good this weapon ends up being. Maybe once I get a +5, I'll go to the center and figure it out from there. I forgot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I almost fell. Flame weapon is definitely terrible. Yeah, I know. But it's on theme, you know? I know it's just like vastly worse than Dark Weapon and even Great Magic Weapon, but you know, it's fitting. So, alright. Let's see, it's time for you to get out of here. I need your key.
I've no choice now.
No choice now. This is what you should do to real life religious people. What? Blighttown is so good. It's so much fun. It's one of the few very vertical maze-like levels in this series, and I think it's done really well. I think I'm gonna do No Man's War to get the Pyromancy Flame. Should I do that right now? Is there any Twinkling Titanite there, actually? Because maybe I'm thinking the Crystal Lizard behind the breakable wall in the room with the fragrant branch might have a Twinkling Titanite. I'm not actually sure, though. I don't think it does. Okay. I want to go to Malencha so I can get the Silver Serpent Ring, but I don't know that those souls are even going to matter, to be honest. I don't need... I'm going to get like 30-30 on Intelligence and Faith, and then go from there. I need 13. That's requirements. And then... ADP. The fashion I want to go for is different from normal. I think it'll look good with this rapier. Happy Pride! Yeah, true. Happy Pride. Be gay, everyone. This is not be gay. It's a requirement. They focus more on the rafters and making go through the cave to get lower. It'd be you go through the cave for like 2 seconds, though. You drop down the ladder and then drop downward to where the whip is, and then you're through, you know? This is not optional, true. Be gay. The first spread stream. 1 of 4. Be crime, do gay. That works too. It's close enough. I'm not going to be able to stream the next 2 weeks, but the week after will be the Pride Month run, which will be... I don't remember what I said, actually. Alsana? And I'll explain that for those of you who aren't in the Discord when I actually do that run. Finishing a puzzle? Like a jigsaw puzzle? I didn't take you as a jigsaw puzzle type, if that's what you mean. I need more souls. Is it 1,000 for the rapier? I know it's not very much. Skirts are peak. They're very comfy. It might be cheap enough for me to just buy right now. I have videos recorded. I just need to slightly edit them. 7,500. Oh. I have videos that'll go up on next Wednesday and the Wednesday after, which will hopefully make up for it a little bit. Where can I get a bunch of souls? I guess I can go to the forest. You do a puzzle when you go to the beach? I get that. A lot of, like, vacation rentals will have puzzles for whatever reason. Hello, Krista. Welcome. I guess I can get to... I can go through here if I want the pyromancy flame anyway. Speaking of videos, I finally have another actual scripted video going up. Or not going up yet, but ready to be edited. That I'm almost done with. Your mom just brings them along. I haven't done a jigsaw puzzle in a long time, at least not a physical one. I like them though. I don't have any ADP. I forgot. I forgot it takes forever to drink when you have no ADP. My mom used to clean vacation rentals. We lived in Tillamook County, and there's a bunch of places in Tillamook County with vacation rentals. There's like Neatarts, there's PC, there's like Rockaway. All those places my mom would clean. Not so much Rockaway actually, but like Bay City, whatever. And my mom would clean vacation rentals in those areas, and I ended up helping her for a while. That was my first, like, job. So I am unfortunately extremely aware of vacation rentals, and going on a vacation in a vacation rental feels so wrong now. Could have played Explorer, true. Is this a parry on the L2? It is. I don't know what the timing on that is. I'm gonna try it anyway. Nope. Almost. You don't actually have to kill this guy to open the chest. He'll just ignore you while you're opening the chest, which I think is funny. I was so early. I'm from cheese. Yeah, I was actually born in the cheese factory in Tillamook. So, that is accurate. I think it's more accurate to say that I am cheese, though. You hate the curve sword parry timing because you can never land it? Me either. That's true. The two Sublime Bone Dust you can get without worrying about the Cyan Knight are both in, like, sewer-like areas. You mean, 7 startup frames and 7 active frames? Ugh, I need so many souls. I need like 4,000 more. True. If I was a cheese, I would be cream cheese. Oh my goodness. I think that is the fastest 6-7 we've had in a stream. I don't think you are, sorry. I think you're lying. Is cream cheese actually good? I love cream cheese. Cream cheese is my favorite. I don't know, it's not really cheese, but it's not similar to other cheeses, but it is my favorite kind of cheese. It's also likely. God, cream cheese on a bagel. I don't know how white that is, but cream cheese is incredible at Dark Souls, true. Queso. I think that one's already taken by another streamer. I almost fell. uh, yeah, I can just go straight to the Flexile Sentry. You don't need ADP for this boss. I confused myself. I thought I was somewhere else. Oh my goodness. I usually go through here at this low of a level with a torch, so I don't have to deal with the Darkstalkers or whatever they're called, but... Pardon me. This is maybe the most common level to get mullered as a new player, but when you know what you're doing, it's fairly easy to run through. Pardon me. Oh. Everything's fine. Cream cheese on a cinnamon bagel. I've never tried that. I usually just get the plain bagels. Occasionally everything bagels, but less so. Prefer pizza bagels. Good luck with whatever it is you're doing, Krista. Come on. Okay, do I care about the fragrant branch? Probably not. I'll probably get it between streams so I can grab Estus flask shards and whatever. I'll knock this down. I somehow avoided getting mullered in this stage despite running past everything. Wow, it's almost like... almost like this game isn't full of ganks. YouTube won't let you have fun. I am on top chat, so that is also partially my fault. Funny gibbon creatures. True. I don't know. I don't like that the bleed can kind of hit you while you're in your iframes sometimes, but otherwise. Okay. I like baiting out attacks from the curved sword side just because they have a lot more punish time, because most of them can be strafed, but these ones are also easier to dodge, so kind of depends really. A lot easier to strafe when they're not like up against the wall too. Oh well. Bad example. Yeah, that's why the water comes up, so that they can subdue you without fighting. Gotta be careful with my stamina, just because I am so low level. I usually fight this guy much higher level. Not for any particular reason. It's not like it's a particularly difficult boss or anything, but it's just kind of when I end up coming over here, because there's not much useful in this level other than the Pyromancy Flame itself. And I very rarely use Pyromancy in this game. Or in general, really. Alright. I should have expected that one. Okay. Stop jumping on the counter? Who's jumping on the counter? One game where the Scimitar isn't just outright outclassed by the Falchion? I think so? I think so? It wouldn't surprise me if Dark Souls 2... Oh, cats. I read that as chat. It wouldn't surprise me if Dark Souls 2 was the only one with a decent Scimitar. At least relative to the Falchion. In Demon Souls, does the Scimitar exist? And if it does it have bleed? Because I'm pretty sure the Falchion has bleed, right? I'm not sure if one is objectively better than the other, though, in that game. Is it that the Pursuer spawns if you come from this way, but not the other way? Or is it the other way around? Either way, I do need to go through the actual Pursuer to get to a little bit more Twinkling Titanite, so. And bottom chat. That's just everyone here. I don't think you need to specifically choose to be there. Okay. Now I have more than enough souls. I'm gonna switch to live chat. There we go. The Scimitar has bleed, which is a bonus. Even at... Yeah, Dark Souls 2 bleed sucks. Falchion doesn't have bleed. And demons, because the Crescent Falchion doesn't have bleed. Right. Huh. At least two of you? Yeah, true. I guess... Okay, now what? I guess just the forest. Can't tell if you're in top chat because the screen is too small. I don't even know where you see it on mobile, to be honest. Okay. I should level before I forget as well. But I don't remember where Twinkling Titanite is, because I always just go straight to the DLC. I know there's 3 or 4? Something like that. From Pursuers, like in the Bastille. I can level up again, but it doesn't matter. There are no tops in solar pellets, chat. Yeah. Unfortunately, that is just a rumor. Actually, no, that's not unfortunate. Fortunately, that's just a rumor. The rumor exists because the bottoms here want to lure in more tops. Theoretically. I'm technically a switch. How much of chat do they cover? Is it like at the bottom, so it's covering up the newest messages or something? Okay, time to see our damage. Unupgraded at least. I'm very curious. All of chat? Awesome. Ugh. Okay, immediately? That's disappointing. Technically is load bearing. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Well, it would be less bad if I was good at the game. I had to consider which words I needed to say in what order there. What's here, too? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's a reason I don't have much of an overlay other than the chat and me. Excuse me. And I only have the chat there because I want to make it easier if I want to edit streams. Because having to take screenshots of every chat message that I reply to in an edited stream is awful. When I already have it right there, you know, it's a lot easier. Yeah, exactly. Having to use 2 hits on these guys is weird when the other guys only take 1 hit. Oh, it's counter damage. Never mind. That covers me? Oh, you mean like the slide out part of chat? Yeah. Well, that's why I have chat in the corner. Since you can't type on TV anyway, as far as I know. Oh my goodness. Oops. Are there any enemies that are, or bosses that are like particularly resistant to fire? It's like, I mean, I guess I want Dark Weapon regardless. I guess I could have picked that up, but I'm gonna want Dark Weapon regardless. Well, yeah, but you can also see chat on TV without covering me up by looking in the top right. Smelter, that's true. But ones that, like, actually matter. Oops. That aren't that easy. Oh my god. Whatever, I don't need that. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is all habit. Puzzle finished. Congratulations. Well, yeah, because it's not covering me, silly. Fume Knight, that makes sense. I think having Dark Weapon will just mitigate that. Because if I get 30-30, that'll be max fire scaling and dark scaling, so... I'm not sure if physical scaling matters at all on this weapon. I'm going to open this. Who needs the fire longsword when I have the chaos rapier? As cool as the fire longsword is, though. I forgot to light the bonfire. Okay, now everything's fine. Okay. This guy would follow me up to the pursuer if I didn't kill him there. Can this guy climb the ladder? I'm actually not sure. Forgot the dill. What do you mean you forgot the dill? Oh my goodness. What dill? The Ironclad Knights can't climb. Cool. Good to know. His girls are die trying. I'm already on it. Dragons, Fume, Last Center, LGK. Oh, Looking Glass Knight. Looking Glass Knight is only resistant because of his arena, right? Hello? I guess I should be using R2s. R2s are probably better here. You're not supposed to be down here. You're supposed to be up on your wall throwing fireballs. Firebombs. Oh my goodness. Why does that have two different speeds of that attack, and why does it twitch sometimes? Oh, the thumbnail text is kind of a lie. As far as I know, the Ice Rapier, with magic scaling is like 5 AR higher, but, you know, it's close enough that I don't think it matters. Exile and Le Frog. I don't think I've ever heard anyone called Demon of Song Le Frog. Are resistant to fire because of their arena. Is it? I thought it was because, specifically because they were wet. Like they had the wet status effect, and not that they actually had fire resistance. Because I'm pretty sure that's how it is for Looking Glass Knight. Okay. Do I even need to go in here? I guess I want the Estus Flask Shard, but otherwise, going into the manor is kind of useless. Usually they call him Seaman of Dong. That's true. To be fair, that is a little unoriginal. Kill is the biggest dapper. Is that true? I'm sure he doesn't have the most lines of dialogue, but to like get his thing. I guess if you want Melentia to go to Firelink. I don't know how useful Wintergrass's key is going to be, to be honest, but I'm going to grab it anyway. Oh, I should get the ring. Unoriginal, yes. Funny, yes. In my opinion, Seaman of Dong's pronouns are she, her. Moderately resistant. With the water, he has 55% fire resistance. Looking Glass Knight is easy, though, so it's okay. Okay, put this on, put this on. And then we go fight Blast Giant. Only 30%. Okay. And then after the Last Giant, I'll get a bunch of Twinkling Titanite, and then go down to the the DLC, so I can get even more Twinkling Titanite. And I get to +3 before going to the DLC. I don't remember where all the Twinkling Titanite is, like, early game. I know most of it is in the Bastille. I think there's one you can get not in the Bastille, but I don't remember where. Either way, I don't think the run should be too difficult. Channelat has a cute outfit, I agree. That's why I use the Channelat skin when I play Recluse in Night Rain. I'm kind of shocked I made it through. I want to go to a Ren Fair. That'd be so much fun. You can get to +4 with just the Bastille. I know there's the Pursuer in... there's one at the beginning next to the Tower Apart. There's one behind that illusory wall after the Ruined Sentinels. There's one, like, next to Macduff behind the gate. There's one in the chest near... or in Macduff's workshop that he's sitting on. That's all the ones I remember off the top of my head, though. I guess I could also go fight the Pursuer in... Also, Jesus Christ. I can go fight the Pursuer words in the things betwixt, which would get me to +3. FUF, boys? I can't help but think that that might be a typo. I'm not gonna say anything about that urge. Fragrant branches? A few? Isn't there only one statue? Oh, there's the Pursuer next to the bonfire after the Ruined Sentinels as well. My favorite thing about, like, going to cons and stuff is just seeing other people who are interested in the same things as me. The event itself is less interesting. Those are clearly called stinky sticks. Old stinky sticks. Yeah, I can only think of 5 Twinkling Titanite in the Bastille, which is +3. I don't know. Maybe someone can point out the ones that I run past. I've gone to the Pride Parade in Portland for the past 3 years. 2 years. 2 years. I've gone to the Pride Parade for... It might have been 3 years. I don't remember. I've gone to it a few times is the point. And the parade is the least interesting part of it. I just like seeing all the gay people. The gay people in cool outfits. What? Why didn't that blow up? There we go. Much better. Me either. But the only con I've ever been to was Comic-Con like 2018, 17? Oh my goodness. In Rose City. Or, well, Portland, but it's called Rose City. The Rose City Comic-Con. Oh my goodness. You used to adore this weapon. What changed? Pride is so much fun. Like, Pride events are so much fun. Just having a space to you know, be aggressively yourself around other people who are also, you know, of a similar mindset is really, really nice. An old guy in sweatpants and t-shirt and baseball cap. A little bit more flaming hot Cheetos. That's awesome. The Pride event in Portland has a lot of like I've seen more Therians in Portland than I have online, I think. I don't know if all of them would consider themselves Therian, but Kimono Mimi, whatever. Kimomo Mimi? I don't know. Whichever one that is. Which I think is I could be wrong. But I think it's similar to Therian, but animal characteristics rather than actually animal kind of thing. Just finished Dark Souls 2 and haven't played it again? You should. You should play more. In fact, beat it twice a week for the foreseeable future until you've used every single weapon. Or beat it once a week, rather. Don't have any friends to drag with you? Yeah. Despite having lived near Seattle for the past couple years, I have not gone to the Seattle Pride event yet. I don't know if I'm going to be in the state during Seattle Pride this year, though. If I am, I'm gonna force my partner to go with me, because she's never been to a Pride event, as far as I know. God damn it! Come on, stupid barrel. What is that? 1 of 6? 1 for... No, 2? 2 for 7? I don't remember. Very few times the barrel has worked, is the point. Okay, I need to move Macduff, so I can get the Twinkling Titanite there. And then... I could go fight the Pursuer in the tutorial, so I can get to +2 before the Ruin Sentinels. What's wrong with DC? As someone who lives on the opposite side of the country, I'm not aware of why it's an immediate nope. Okay. I assume he doesn't. Yeah, I feel like I would remember that. It's the Ruin Sentinels. Having a +1 should be fine. I am gonna go level up, though. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Upgrade. If you power stance with a fire weapon in your left hand. I am two-handing a fire weapon in my main hand. I should also burn this before I forget. For the Sentinels to get the Bastille key instead of dealing with that stupid barrel is ever present. Yeah, you can open his shop with the Bastille key? Is that how... Did I interpret that correctly? Because I didn't know that, if true. I've never... Oh, I didn't know you could open that iron door at his workshop, to be honest. You just gotta come down here and go to Pride with me, so you don't have to go to the one in DC. That'll solve the problem. Opens with a key. I have no idea how I didn't know that, to be honest. Share Roper. True. Is the Burnt Ivory King resistant to fire? I guess Sin is also resistant to fire, huh? Ugh, DLC is gonna be scary. Up. I looked away from the screen for half a second. I've never been. We'll have to find out together, I guess. As you can tell, I am amazing at this game. I don't understand why this guy doesn't kick this barrel down. I've seen him kick it down only a couple times, and I'm pretty sure it's only when you come from the bonfire. What the? That was terrible. That was awful. Tried to kill me with the barrel. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, only when you come from the bonfire and the cell, like from the Flexile Sentry, rather than the workshop bonfire. I have never seen that dog do that. Usually it doesn't even see me when I run past like that. Kicks it down only once from either side? I have never seen him even attempt to kick it down while coming from this side. He also has not tried to kick it while coming up from the bottom this playthrough yet, so I assure you that is not the reason. Rune Sentinel should be fine. Might have to be a little bit careful, but it's okay. Coley, are you okay? Do you, oh, damn it, just fine. Are you, like, do you need to sleep? Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna be able to kill all three of them up here, I don't think, but shouldn't be too difficult at worst. Come on. Okay. Now I jump. Oh. Everything's fine. I would like to take out Alessia first. HA is being nice. This is good. Oh my goodness, never mind. Come on, please. It's actually... I don't know what causes them to throw their shield. I assume it's a time thing, but this fight rarely takes long enough for one of them to throw their shield anymore. Which is weird, because I used to see it all the time when fighting them. I assume it's just because I'm more efficient at fighting them, but... Hey, hitless. You need about 6 months of sleep. That would be helpful, for sure. We're taking turns hammering each other. Absolutely. Okay, so there's the pursuer next to this bonfire. There's the pursuer behind the illusory wall. What other twinkling titanite is down here? They're gay, so yeah. They are indeed just the armor. Dang. I was really hoping he'd explode that barrel on himself, but... Oh, well. Okay. Instead of a mediocre spell. Well, I mean, don't they use a weapon that you can get from somewhere else anyway? Okay, I have enough for +2. I know I can get enough for +3 somehow. At least. Well, I mean, there are other, like, similar weapons. I don't know. Lucerne and Archdrake Mace. I assume Archdrake Mace is more similar. God, I wish the Lucerne was good in this game. It would be so much better if it didn't break in 2 hits. Genuinely an incredibly disappointing weapon. Pardon me. God, I can't remember where any other Twinkling Titanite is. Is there any, like, in the gutter or something? Or just, like, anywhere other than Harvest Valley? Because I know there is some there. Pardon me. Can I jump down? No? Okay. Lucerne or Archdrakenates aren't nearly long enough? Yeah. I mean, it's... In terms of, like, aesthetics, it's still pretty close. The Lucerne doesn't have enough durability to, like, be good in this game. On top of pretty much everything getting counterattack damage, and it being bad relative to them. On top of... Like, there are so many other weapon types that get counter damage other than the Lucerne. Actually, does the Lucerne even get counter damage in this game? I don't know if it's burst damage. It might be... strike. In which case, it's even worse. I love Lucernes, but this game does not treat it well. Well, yeah, but I mean, does the Lucerne get a special amount of counter damage? I guess I can just go this way. Isn't there Twinkling Titanite behind that illusory wall? Actually, in the Rise? I don't remember. I don't remember where any Twinkling Titanite is in this game. I know there's a petrified dragon bone above me right now. Blart souls. True. Probably just gonna open up Vextra and see if it can't show me where a couple more Twinkling are. I forgot I had such a quick attack. Okay, I should be able to get to 20 vigor and endurance with the amount of rolls that I have. I should get Cat Ring too. Bat Simpson. I don't know who Bat Simpson is. Unfortunately. Okay. That's true, your character can be yellow. That is an option. You just have to choose it. DS2 Twinkling Titanite. Council of Jester. Yeah, but like... better than fandom. Is it better than fandom? Sometimes that's better than fandom. Damn, I thought I'd get more levels out of that, to be honest. Okay. One inside the chest for blacksmith stuff. One on a corpse in the shaded ruins guarded by 4 basilisks. Huh? Oh, right, in that cave. There's one in the Doors of Ferris. There's one in Brightstone Cove. There's one in the Cutter. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to the forest. Not the forest. Yeah, the Shaded Woods. And that should be good. A +3 should be more than enough for the run. I should have enough goals to just +2 real quick. Prefer Wikidot as broken as it is. I mean, I do too, but I have to like scroll a bunch. Only need 2. Okay, I'll get the one in the Shaded Woods, and then I will get the one... do I have a branch? Yes. Then I'll get the one from the Pursuer and the Things Betwixt. Fandom has more info than Vectra. I don't know. I find fandom weird to navigate, but I guess it's just because I'm used to the layout of other stuff. I just don't like fandom. As a rule, I don't like fandom. You don't read anyways, that's fair. Wikidot is objectively the most accurate and complete wiki for this whole series. It's just that whoever set it up stopped paying for the server hosting. Come here. I have something to show you all. They fell for it. Why did that only kill some of them? What? Oh my goodness. I hope you get something nice for lunch. Good luck, Coley. Thank you for being here while you could. Muller. I'm doing good so far. Look, my 2 deaths have been... Actually, what was my first death? I don't even remember. Do explosions do less damage with distance in this game? I didn't think that mattered. Excuse me. No, hey. Rude. Oh my goodness. Open the door! Oh yeah! I was bad at the video game, and then I jumped off a ledge, but I have not got mullered yet. Oh, there's actually another Twinkling Titanite that I can think of in the Shaded Woods. Near the Akalair bonfire. Not Akalair. The 3 paths. Ow. I want to get a +5 before I get to the center, just to kind of see what the damage is like. And if the damage is reasonable, then I'll get Flame Weapon. If I think it would be too difficult, then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna bother. Because Flame Weapon is not worth it. Unless it's a fairly easy fight. As far as I remember, it's on par with Great Magic Weapon, and considering Great Magic Weapon is... or considering Dark Weapon is the same number of casts, and is on par with Crystal Magic Weapon and Sunlight Blade, it just kind of makes Flame Weapon useless, which is really unfortunate. Especially with how much more difficult it is to get than Dark Weapon. I think buffing Flame Weapon is like priority #1 in Dark Souls 2 Goddess of the Sun Edition. Maybe not priority #1, but it's up there for sure. Making it usable. I hate that counts as a block. There we go. Oh, it's 2. Okay, and then there's the one over here. So right now I have 4. I need 3 more to get to +4. And I can only think of 2 more. I'm missing a Twinkling Titanite. Is there one more that I'm not remembering? Because there's the one from the Pursuer in Things Betwixt. There's the one here. Oh, I can just... yeah, okay. Never mind. It'll be easy to get to +4. I can just go to the Doors of Ferris. Because the one there is fairly easy to get. Ow. Isn't it? I don't remember if this is true because it's been too long since I played vanilla. But as far as I know, the trees don't make noise when they get hit in vanilla, right? And then they don't attract enemies. Which is so weird. Not that they added it in Scholar, but that vanilla doesn't have that. If true. I guess there's a lot of weird things that vanilla does though. like the horse room, except having 6 archers and 2 Cyan Knights and a Mastodon Knight. Jesus. They make noise, they just don't attract enemies. Weird. Is there a ring to be able to see the invisible enemies? No, there's no ring, but there is the Eye of the Priestess, which, as far as I know, once again, does not let you see the invisible enemies in vanilla, but does in Scholar. It's wild to me that there are people who genuinely prefer vanilla, because it's just worse in so many ways. Like, I can see preferring certain enemy layouts, like maybe the forest, which I still think is worse, but you know, overall, Scholar is just better. Fun fact, the only piece of Dark Souls anything that I don't have in my library on Steam is the Dark Souls 2 Season Pass. I have all the DLC separately because it was cheaper at the time, but I don't have the Season Pass. People do have a lot of weird takes about Dark Souls 2, I agree. Dark Souls 2 is just the best one. It's unavoidable that most things are just going to be better in this one. Power stancing is better. Like, riposte animations and aesthetics in general are better. The Season Pass just gives you all the DLC at once. It's not like, you know, it doesn't do anything special on its own. It's just a way to buy all the DLC in one package. Yeah, people who hate Dark Souls 2 are almost always right-wing. It's crazy. I need to finish my vanilla and Scholar, like, compare through. I don't even know what I would call it. I like the name critique through, but I don't think it gets the point across that I want. But recording that for Dark Souls 3 and the first couple hours of Dark Souls 2 was really fun. I don't know, I kind of want to start that over as well. I don't know. I do want to finish that at some point. But just like talking about the level design is so much fun. Do they not have melee attacks in Elden Ring? Because if they don't, then Dark Souls 2 is the only one where they have melee attacks as far as I know. I think... No, I don't think they do have melee attacks in Elden Ring. Not that I can remember, anyway. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is just the best one. In every way. Free? Oh, there are animations you prefer in Dark Souls 2, and there are animations you prefer in 1 and 3. Which ones do you prefer in 1 and 3? Is Matthew Matosis a right-winger? Because if he is, that's really sad. He's the only prominent Dark Souls 2 hater that isn't obviously right-wing, I think. But like Mahler, who spread the hate a lot, he's a right-winger. And I imagine a lot of the reason is just because stupid person is a right-winger because he's stupid. And then other stupid people watch stupid person who are also right-wingers because they're stupid, or watch him because they are right-wingers, whatever. But I imagine just like the incapability of thinking in general leads to disliking Dark Souls 2. And also leads to being a right-winger, so there's correlation. Extremely difficult Notchka fight, by the way. Wow, that was hard. God. On a lot of the people who dislike Dark Souls 2 as well are always talk about how it's objectively worse. And like to talk about objectivity in art, which is just wild to me. Mostly because I used to be one of those people. Walk up on the tail. Look, I've got my methods for Dark Souls and I've got my methods for Devil May Cry. Okay. I was thinking about doing a Devil May Cry stream. Devil May Cry 2 stream specifically. I'm very split between streaming Devil May Cry 2 and streaming Demon Souls tomorrow. Because, I don't know, I also wanted to do a DMC2 video instead. I don't know. And I don't know if that would be a main channel thing or a second channel thing either. The crazy thing to me about objectivity in art and like, not tomorrow, Thursday. Anyway, the strange thing about objectivity and art and right-wingers to me is a lot of their critiques are also objectively wrong. And I think that's really funny. Like saying Dark Souls 2 has more ganks, or that Scholar has more ganks than Vanilla is just objectively untrue. Arguably, Vanilla's ganks are more obvious and therefore easier to avoid, but I don't know. People are actually only pretending to like Dark Souls 2. Yeah, true, because they don't understand the concept of having an original thought, because dogma. I don't know. I want to get the thoughts that I have about Devil May Cry 2 out of my brain, and waiting until I have a video to do that is hard. It's not even Dragon's Dogma, the only good kind of dogma. I played a little bit of Dragon's Dogma, so I don't even know if it's good, to be honest. Okay. Might as well get up to this bonfire, too. What's Dogma? Dogma... I don't know, there's a Ligma joke there, I don't know what it is. Dogma is believing, or following, having beliefs because of bias rather than facts. Like, religious beliefs are very, very dogmatic, for instance. Okay, the thing... the thing about Devil May Cry 2, everyone dislikes it. Like, even the people who say they like it complain about things that don't deserve to be complained about, if that makes sense. See, I love it personally because while guns and melee both exist, it expects you to weave between them in a lot of interesting ways and expects you to use both of them for both damage and style, as opposed to, say, Devil May Cry 3, where guns are almost exclusively style, or DMC 1, where guns will always out-damage your melee, outside of a very, very, very few circumstances. Like, I think DT sword swings are better than gun. I'm not sure. But, a lot of people say that guns are insanely overpowered in DMC 2, which is just not true. I don't know. It's a thing where people hate it, but I don't understand why. But it's not a thing where it's exclusive to right-wingers, and I just don't understand it.
Here to see light, however.
Kevin Smith movie? I have no idea who that is. Hello, I drink hot sauce. Welcome. And yes, I do remember that you are Sasha. I think. Pretty sure. Get 20 endurance, and then does it make more sense to level intelligence? Or so let's see. That's only 3 AR. Okay. I'll probably get both 20 Your friend is obsessed with DMC and told you it's bad? I don't get why, to be honest. Like, I don't know. There are complaints you can have about DMC3, like, or sorry, DMC2. Like normal difficulty is insanely easy relative to DMC 1 and 3, and it's just because normal is effectively the easy mode, so enemies are a lot more passive and whatever. But then nobody tries like hard mode, where hard mode is really, really fun, genuinely, and in my opinion, is the most fun way to play the game. I don't know. DMC2 is basically a tech demo. Huh? What do you mean? I love the environments in DMC2. I think the way they reused levels between the two discs is also really good. Do I have a fragrant branch? I don't. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go now? I need a few more souls so I can get the cat ring. So the next boss, that would be easy to get to. I guess I could just go do Freya too, actually. Could go through Skeleton Lords. I think I'm gonna go to Freya. It's Krista, that's the problem though. The one person that I've seen who says they actually like DMC2 says it's a good hack and slash, not a good DMC game, and that's just stupid. That's not true. The style meter works significantly better than how it works in the first game. It's a lot more it's a lot better in terms of encouraging variety, but also stylish play. Like in DMC1, gun juggling will get you an absolute on marionettes, which is really dumb. As opposed to DMC2, where you actually need to yeah, spamming stingers is probably the best way to build style. But if you only spam stingers and don't use a different attack every once in a while, you're not gonna get any style. Gun juggling also just doesn't get you style in that game. On top of like just having so many more moves at your disposal to even build style in the first place. More of an efficiency meter? To a point. If that were the case, then spamming spamming ebony and ivory at like 10 button presses a second would give you style, but DMC2 is what got me into the series. I liked the aesthetics. And so I decided to play it. As stock and sorceries. That's a way to play it. I think, admittedly, I think DMC1 is my favorite right now. I've been playing it a lot. I've been really enjoying it more this playthrough. But DMC2, oh, I love it so much. Okay, DMC2 stream it is. I want to do a Thursday stream because I'm not going to be able to stream next week or the week after. So I think it'd be fun to do another stream. And as much as I want to do Demon Souls, DMC2 is the one I want to do. I will fight for my life to defend that game. And that it is a good DMC game. I think the combos and the combo system is a lot more intuitive than DMC1 as well. Even if it's, I don't know, there's merit for both of them. I think DMC1 encourages like, if not efficiency, but calmness in your play a lot better. Ow. As opposed to DMC2, which wants you to flow better, I suppose. Anyway, I'll try to save the rest of it for Thursday. I like DMC4. I don't like... I forgot her name. I don't like the love interest. I think she's maybe the worst character in the series. Other than that, I think it's a fairly solid game. I think Nira's gameplay is better than DMC3, Dante. Yeah, that's true. Going back through the exact same levels with no changes is very boring. As opposed to... The thing about DMC2 is Lucia actually gets her own levels. And the levels that she does share are different in very significant ways. the torture chamber, true. Yeah, I understand not liking the swords being the same. I get that, but I don't know. I think choosing between damage and range is interesting, especially with how a lot of the combat works. I'm doing no damage. Especially with how a lot of the combat works, like, I think that's a really interesting choice. Giving it to different weapons was... ouch. Was a choice, and maybe part of the problem. But I don't know. I think it works fine. Once you accept that the moveset is extremely varied and good, and having the different swords have different movesets, while it would have been cool, isn't necessary for the quality of the game, in my opinion. Or rather, my enjoyment of the game. You dislike about DMC1? Camera in the Mundus fight? I've gotten used to the camera. It's not good, but I don't know. It's ignorable. The Mundus fight does suck. Once I learned that the D-pad didn't have mirrored controls, I was a lot more okay with it. But it still sucks. I set up my Steam input profile to match the square button for me so I wouldn't break my thumb trying to play the game. That should be enough souls to get the... yeah, that's enough souls to get the ring. Now I can actually go fight the Rotten. Yeah. Once you figure it out, it's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. Admittedly, I do think the DMC2 camera is probably worse than DMC1. However, it does give you better... it does give you better action shots. It's cooler, but less good for gameplay. Just thinking about Devil May Cry. Me too. I've gotten every achievement in DMC 1 and 2 on Steam on the HD collection. I don't want to do 3. Like, I do, but not right now. I'll get there eventually. But I don't know. I don't enjoy 3 nearly as much as 1 and 2. 4 is good for most of it, and then for the part that isn't, I just like really don't want to play it. I also don't want to do like DMD on 4. That sounds really not fun. I don't know. I think DMC 3 is fine. It's just it's the same case with Dark Souls 3, right? Where it went in a different direction than the other games, and while I don't think that is necessarily a bad thing, I just don't prefer it. Well, you say that, but once you get to DMC 4, where free DMC 3 and 4, where free cam is actually a thing, I think it's worse. I think 4 might have the worst camera in the series. It's bad. Admittedly, part of that is because the camera would just like randomly stop moving. No, that was 3. I don't know. 3 and 4 have pretty bad cameras, especially in the parts where you can manually control it. In one of them, the camera would just like stop moving occasionally while holding the stick down in a direction. Rapier parry? Nope. Wait, do I have a rapier parry? I do. I don't know. I don't like the cameras in 3 and 4. I don't like it in 5 either, but... What's the deal with Cyan? What's the lore there? I guess I've never really... Replica of the gauntlets of the loyal knight Cyan. The solidly crafted gear offered high defense. Sir Cyan was widely known as the kingdom's most leal knight. What does leal mean? Yeah, it's too slow when you can manually move it. I'm very much the opposite. I love DMC and I could not stomach God of War. I just don't think the combat in God of War is very interesting. It's very puzzly, but then once you solve the puzzle, you're just like doing the same puzzles over and over, as opposed to DMC where you want to keep your style up, so you have another problem that's constantly going, even when the puzzle is already solved, you know? I think that's partially why I fell so in love with Dark Souls as well, where the combat is a puzzle, but the combat also has, like, not necessarily difficulty to it, but, like, you need to survive, which isn't as easy as some other hack and slash games, so I think that's where the second part of Dark Souls combat comes in for me, and has made me, you know, adore the game so much. Wow, poison throwing knife. Let's see if I can remember, ouch, how to get through here. Oh wait, it's back here, isn't it? Yeah. The Horus armor. There's friction in Dark Souls combat? That's a way to put it, yeah. I agree. Only played God of War 2018. 2018 was the one that pushed me off of it the fastest. I really did not like God of War 2018 combat. I think I played one a little bit and just, I don't know, didn't vibe with it for whatever reason. Okay, this is... I don't remember. Here? Ah! Well. The Lego games did the locked camera the best? I guess, like, having it kind of from a diorama view makes it easier. I would argue that Moss did the locked camera thing the best. But that's kind of a different thing because it's in VR. I know there's a flat screen version coming out soon, and obviously I haven't played that, but Moss in VR is the best storytelling experience I've ever had. So that's probably not fair as a comparison, though. Moss is one of my favorite games of all time. Easily in top 10, probably top 5. It's so good. It's so incredible. I cannot recommend it enough. Hello, Nightmare Octopus. Welcome. Moss is like a puzzle platformer story game. I don't know. It's hard to explain because it's very reliant on being VR, in my opinion. At least in terms of immersion. I think it being VR genuinely makes it so much stronger in a lot of ways. I hope people who only played the flat screen version get the same experience, but I don't think I would. I hi to the Ant Queen, but she's so far away. I actually don't remember how to get to her, come to think of it. Ow. You like the combat, but there's no enemy variety? Yeah, the environment interaction really helps with immersion, especially in VR. And just like the way you can help. I was about to describe it as helping Quill with combat, but you also control Quill. But like it doesn't feel like you control Quill, if that makes sense. Your soul's MILF, true. I agree, actually. Oh my goodness, congratulations, Eth. I'm beating this good. As far as I know, it is a fairly difficult game to beat, especially if you're not using a guide or whatever. Wow, the Darksuckers, they don't attack you when you're up against a statue, but it's always so scary to have them right up on you. It's so menacing. Ouch. I actually don't know the Rapier parry iframes. Fairly manageable, but challenging. Oh, like Dark Souls. Oops. Whatever, that's fine. Did he just celebrate? What an asshole. Rapier parry is 9-9? Okay. You wanted to change your name? Like on YouTube or whatever? If you tell me, I can do my best to remember it. Yeah, if you're enjoying the stream, you should like it. It helps a lot with the algorithm, which means more people see my stream, which means I potentially get more money. More money means I get to survive more, which means I can make more videos. If you want to support me more directly, there's YouTube memberships and super chats. There's also a coffee link in the description if you don't want to give YouTube money but still want to support me directly. I'd be happy about his win, but he killed me. I would then be happy if he didn't kill me. Or Lily. Oh, you just did. Okay, cool. Now I don't have to try to remember. Feed coins. Lily is a very cute name. You have different accounts on your TV and your phone? Above the second bonfire? Yeah, but I don't know how to get above the second bonfire in the first place, I mean. Oh my goodness. I think the grab would have instant killed me. Okay. Difficult boss. And then your eardrums explode. Like any other Lord death should do. Just don't drop down. Is there a bridge? Because like where I drop to the second bonfire, where I make that jump. Is there a bridge around there that takes you to the Ant Queen? Does that actually count for 2 likes? I'd be surprised if it did. Like if it didn't fix that in the back end, eventually once things actually updated. Okay, use these. How good is the weapon? It's pretty solid. It's only at +3 because I need to get to the DLC to get more significant amount more Twinkling Titanite, but
You have a call that
so far it's pretty solid. Okay, I want to get 2020, then I'll go 30-30. Then I'll start getting. I should get Dark Weapon as well soon. I don't know. Giants. Like 90% sure it counts for 2. I don't know, YouTube is weird about when it updates counts and stuff, especially like view and like counts, so. I guess I wouldn't really be surprised either way. Lily's Well. Is that something that I would be likely to have heard of? I'm not sure if it sounds familiar or if if I think it sounds familiar because I've seen games with Lily in the title and Animal Well or something. Animal Well is really good. I got the only achievement I didn't get in that game is the one where you have to like clip out of bounds or cheat to get the item. That's kind of what happened to me. Well, kind of. My name came from the main character of Tunic. It's called the Ruin Seeker, but people in the community Discord called them Ru, like Ruin. And I really liked that, so I went with Ru for a bit. And then, but I didn't think it really felt that much like a name. And I told someone about that. And they said, well, why don't you just go with Ruby? And I was like, oh, yeah, it's good. Other unknown. I forgot hitboxes. I think my biggest problem with Animal Well is the puzzles where like I just kind of had to look up the solution, where it's like huge community focused puzzles. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, it's just not necessarily what I wanted out of Animal Well. Haven't finished Tunic? You should. Ah, Tunic is so good. I need to finish my video on that, the stick only thing. Stick only, no leveling. Because that's such a fun run, but it's so absurdly difficult on the final boss. The other bosses were also insanely difficult, but I don't know, they're not as hard. Thank you so much, Lily. That means a lot. It's calling it a Zelda-like feels disingenuous. Like it's very clearly inspired by Zelda, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. It doesn't feel like Zelda. I guess I don't know. It's also kind of Soulsy a little bit to a point, in the same way where the combat is difficult, but you can circumvent it by having knowledge about things. But I also would hesitate to call it a Souls-like for a lot of reasons. It is Zelda-y though, I guess. More Zelda 1 than any other Zelda game though. And even then. Method acting so hard that you become the character, literally. Okay. Majula. Hope Nintendo makes more 2D Zeldas. I could not care less if Nintendo makes more 2D Zeldas, only because the last one was so egregiously boring. Yeah, I get that, Lily. There are other names like that. I mean, I don't know. I think Zelda is a very good name in general, but I definitely understand thinking about the games too much to like really attribute that to yourself. What was it called? Echoes of Wisdom? It's so boring. the, it's so boring. The combat is incredibly boring. The puzzles are insanely easy. Um, Especially when you realize that most of them can be solved the exact same way. I have played Binding of Isaac, and I did not like it, unfortunately. I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Mina, like especially on Blue Sky, but like on TikTok and stuff too. I've just seen a ton of stuff on Mina. Oh my goodness, I'm throwing shit around, and I really want to try it, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. I did the exact same thing. Okay, before I knew I was plural, um, what am I doing? I'm going to the DLC. Before I knew I was plural, I did I created an OC, for lack of a better term. I guess that's what happens. And I named her Araya. Um, and then Copomancy, which I don't want to get into right now, happens. uh, and now she's a headmate. And at some point, before I realized I was plural, I was thinking about using the name Araya for myself, but it was like, no, that's not me, that's her. Yeah, I think I want to try Mina the Hollower. I need to finish other stuff first. I really need to finish editing a few videos for the next couple weeks before I do anything else. I felt like a really long loading screen. Wasn't it taking a while to load last time too, for whatever reason? After building her up over multiple years. Yeah. The one time I tried to create an OC, she became a headmate, so. I don't know how much she was already there. It's like my other headmates were more found than created, right? So with Arya, I don't know, she's like the same. Uh, plurality is, it's kind of different for every person. The most common cause of it is DID. No, wait, there's a different name for it, isn't it? Or am I getting it backwards? Anyway, for a lot of people, it's like they'll have alters that will switch to fronting, so the person behind the eyes, as it were, will change to literally a different person. For some people, for other people, it's like they're the same person but different. Some people call them identities. For me, all of us are always here, but the person fronting can change, like the person controlling the body, whatever. And we can choose most of the time. Sometimes I can't. There's been one time where I haven't been able to front because I was so like emotionally distraught. But that's not a common occurrence with us. You have a bunch of OCs, but you only have one of them as a headmate. Or is that even not even as a headmate, right? Method acted too hard. Yeah, plurality for me is very comforting. It's not like, I don't know, it's probably a symptom of PTSD actually, but also the thing with plurality is a lot of the stuff online is from specifically DID. And all of like the research and everything is from DID, though plurality itself isn't a disorder. It can be and is often a symptom of disorder, but isn't necessarily. So, I don't know, I think it's hard to find accurate information about anything other than DID when it comes to plurality online, unless you're specifically talking to someone who is plural. There's a name for that, isn't there, Eth? Yeah, usually it's trauma. Not exclusively, but usually. No idea. That's fair. It missed. Ouch. Okay, I need to be careful about getting poisoned, I forgot. Maybe kinda a headmate. Something like merging, yeah. That's what I would have guessed. Yeah, plurality is a very individualized experience, ironically. Different systems experience plurality very, very differently a lot of the time. For some people, it can be really distressing. For me, it's exclusively comforting. Dark Souls 2 does have incredible atmosphere. I think visually, all copies of plurality are personalized. True. I think Dark Souls 2 has the best aesthetics in general, like the best art style and the best, I don't know, everything in terms of atmosphere. I think Dark Souls 2 also has the best music, though there are some tracks in other games that I think are better. Is that all I need? Is that all the Twinkling Titanite? Oops. Yes, by far. I forgot there's 5 in that one chest. I'm getting out of here. Going Sasha mode. A lot of it, like, we choose to not use something like plural kit or whatever because we like being seen as one, you know, being, but for different people, if that makes sense. And it's also, I don't know, there's a lot of weird stuff with how we experience each other and everything. Okay, do that before I forget. Then go upgrade my Chaos Rapier, get it to +5. And then Sinner, I guess. Okay. Sinner should be fairly easy, right? He usually is. I forgot Flynn's ring. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get that first, because having 50 extra AR is really nice. Flynn's ring is much better than Ring of Blades on infused, or not infused weapons, but split damage weapons. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know how Flynn's ring, not Flynn's ring, how the Ring of Blades works with split damage weapons. Forgot the ring. Because I know when it's infused, it does a physical damage boost relative to the amount of, like, damage you're getting out of the infusion. When it comes to split damage, oh my god, excuse me please. When it comes to split damage, I don't know if that is only, like the proportion is only based on infusion damage, or if split damage just changes, or is relative to the amount of damage overall AR, you know what I mean? I don't know how the damage boost from Ring of Blades is calculated, is my point. I don't know if infusions are handled differently from split damage, native split damage, based on how much the physical damage was reduced. So if a weapon has innate split damage, then the buff is not reduced at all, is what I'm understanding out of that. Yeah. Oops. So finding your own gender identity, but someone thought you were plural because of it. I don't think I've ever met someone who's plural who doesn't just have, like, plural in their Discord bio. Like, I have my headmates indicators and pronouns and everything in my Discord bio, which is scary because if I get another headmate, I'm gonna have to find ways to cut characters because I'm already at the limit of characters that I can have in my Discord bio. Uninfused weapons get the full buff from your blades, assuming they deal physical damage. Cool, good to know. Alright. I guess I'll put that there. 8 character limits? Me too. The quote in my bio, I really don't want to remove it, but, you know, if someone else shows up in my head, that's kind of the only option. The quote is, "Just another star in the sky, but to some I shine the brightest." I thought that was really, really pretty quote. Update your bio someday? Yeah. I like to keep mine up to date. Because, like, who I am and who we are in general is really important to us. The plus, I didn't know the +2 was +50. That's really high. A lot higher than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be like... Well, actually, I guess that makes sense, because it's 15, 30, 50, right? Alright, surely. Center will be easy, right? If I do New Game Plus? 1535, 50. Okay. Assuming I do New Game Plus, then I'll light the braziers, but that does not persist, so. Braziers? Sconces? Braziers. The damage is not wonderful. I guess the counter damage is fine. But having the NPCs around would make this a lot more difficult. God, it's so not worth it. I'm not doing it. Maybe between streams, but I'm not doing it on stream. Alright, that's fine. I don't know, it's a thrusting sword. The moveset is good. That's what matters. I should update my profile picture. I haven't done that in a long time. My status is almost always obsession is a virtue, which, fun fact, I found on a coffee like company building. I thought it was a really good quote. So that's been my status for a very long time. I'll switch it occasionally to, like, you know, whatever fits, but usually I'll have it on obsession as a virtue. Just get dark weapon. I do have the stats for it, it's true. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy that. Yeah, in Portland, believe it or not. It's just on the side of a big building, just as obsession is a virtue. And I saw that like 2 years ago. It was like right before I moved to where I am now. And I was living with someone else, and we were driving around town. I think they were taking me home, or taking me back after getting my blood tested or something. I see this giant red building to the side that says obsession is a virtue on it. Like, oh, whoa. That's a good quote. Hi, Ria. That's the person I was living with.
The soul, your soul.
What about Hano? Gonna get an attunement slot and then start leveling dark damage. Dark and fire scaling have the same soft cap, right? Okay. With that, I can go do Freya. It's a very funny typo. Yeah, it is awesome. There are so many awesome people here. No, it was on a bigger coffee building, and I looked it up on Google. You can search something in quotes, and it'll look for that exact quote. And the only thing that came up about Portland was some coffee company. I'll have to look it up again. But it was like a trademark, I think. Yeah, fire scales differently, but they both... Like, fire is 60 combined intelligence and faith, right? And then dark is 30-30, so 60, but evenly split. And use the quote as your WhatsApp status. That's really funny. Wait, the one-handed R2 is a... The one-handed R2 is a parry. I forgot about that. Pardon me. There was a picture that I was gonna change my profile picture to on Discord recently, but I really like how it looks when, like, you can see the whole picture up close, but when it's zoomed out, I think it looks really bad, so I never ended up changing it. I posted it to my Discord yesterday, I think. It's the third in that group of 3 pictures. Fire damage is slightly stronger at soft cap? Yeah, I think so, and I think it's because fire is just kind of worse, if I remember correctly. Or not if I remember correctly, but, like, I'm pretty sure that's why. It has slightly higher AR, but in general is still not as good as dark. Oh, she's throwing a tantrum. Nope. I'm always terrible at dodging that. I am always feeling that urge. I cannot wait for Dark Souls 2 Seamless to come out. I am so excited. Uh, Goodwill has has like shitty monitors really often. And if you just wanted a monitor to have like Discord or a stream open on the side, Goodwill is genuinely a really good place to go. It's how you'll convince your friends Dark Souls 2 is the best. True. Yeah, I love the Wanderer chest piece. I want to fight the TP bosses on your Blood Level 4 run. I do not blame you. Okay. Pop that. I should play Atlas again. I know the next update is coming out soon. I was thinking about that because one time or a couple times I played Atlas and opened a public server for anyone in my Discord to join, and it was really fun. But haven't done that in a while. This way. Thought it was Borderlands. I guess it could be either, but in this chat, I think it's more likely to be Blood Level. Did I attune Dark Weapon? I did not. I don't think I care about engraved gauntlets or anything. Probably. Ah. I don't have ADHD. What are you talking about? Huh? Desert Sorcerer's Head, all the chest. Hold on, let me get across this walkway before I read that more. Knight Legs and Prisoner Shackle Hands for Pyromancer Spell Blade. I don't remember what the Alpha chest looks like. I wear the Alpha pants in Dark Souls 3, but I don't think I've ever seen this set in Dark Souls 2. What? Come on. Go through the door, please. Thank you. The fashion idea I have for this run is the Chaos robe and the Ruin leggings and gauntlets. I really like that combination. I think it looks really good together. And then probably King's Crown. I don't remember which crown I like. Popping every 5 seconds or falling off everywhere and or running into walls. I have, despite my ADHD, I have learned to usually focus on the game. What? Who are you? Where are you from? What? A cloth around the shoulder is pointy plate over the belly. Huh. Where do you get it in this game? I thought maybe it might have been that one. But I guess it wasn't. Lily, I like you. You are smart. Mullen sells it. Okay. That's how I've always been. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's how I've always been, but that's how I've been more recently. Despite the fact that being trans or being autistic or having ADHD or whatever does definitely make life more difficult a lot of the time. Or like God, even less to a lesser degree, but like even having CPTSD, as much as that sucks, like the there's not a thing that I would change about my life, right? I love where I am in life. I love all the people that I know in life, and I think if I changed a lot of the things that made me who I am today, even the negative, like I wouldn't know those people. I wouldn't be doing the things that I am, and I think because of that, um, I think it's all worth it. I know I'm very privileged to be there, but to think that, but I do think my whole life has been worth this moment. You know what I mean? I have to drink caffeine in order to play a video game without anything else going on and exclusively focusing on the video game. One thing about my life? Okay, well, I'll change it. Wow. Extremely difficult invader. I love the two different mentalities. Oh my goodness. Okay, Skeleton Lord should be pretty easy. I'm gonna put on Dark Weapon because it's funny. Ouch. Well. Bit of distance to go. Or worth the wait. Okay. Skeleton Lords is the silliest boss. True. I love using a halberd, or like a big weapon on this boss. Yeah, I almost always have like a video essay or audiobook or something in the background when I'm playing games. What? Why did that do no damage? What huh? Do they have insane crit resistance or something? Ouch. I should heal. I've never been like officially diagnosed, but I don't know. I think the fact that I have read the DSM kind of immediately qualifies me for autism anyway. And like, in my experience, peer review is almost always more accurate than professional opinions or whatever. Iron Flesh? I've never used Iron Flesh in any of the games, actually. Critter resistance. My hyperfixation on games, it's like I always want, if I'm hyperfixated on something, I want to interact with it, and exclusively it, but it's not like, I get understimulated really, really easy, I guess is the problem. But like if I'm hyperfixated on a game, that's all I'll be thinking about. There have been times where I've been streaming and just wanting to get back to another game. Rusting weapon critical specifically? Weird. I want to do another Rapier run in Dark Souls 1. God, now that I know how to, like, change weapon models, there are so many... I need to figure out how to add weapon models to Dark Souls 1. There's a weapon that I really, really want to add. I've gotten the model in-game, but I haven't been able to get it to have its own model. So I have to replace another model to have it in-game. So I haven't quite got to what I want, but there's a weapon that I made a long time ago that I want to mod in. This is true, she is very multifaceted. 3 creatures so far. Shape changer. Make a Bardiche video. I was thinking about it, but I've also done 2 Bardiche runs in Dark Souls 1. I don't know. Someone should design a fox version for every weapon class. We got halberd. Now we just need straight sword, thrusting sword, great sword, curved great sword. You know, just a couple. I'll put all of them in the game. Also, the hammer shockwave hit me while under, which is really funny. Need that mod. Oof. Oh, oh. Hard to be hyperfixated. Yeah, I get that. For me, I have a very clear difference between hyperfixations and like special interests, where Dark Souls is very much a special interest. I have loved Dark Souls for like 6 years at this point. Has it been that long? 8 years at this point. But there are also things that I focus on that aren't Dark Souls and get like really, really invested in, you know? Ow. Doesn't want to kiss me. Come on. Please? Come on. Please. I won't make fun of your breath. Oh my goodness. I just want the visual. That's actually kind of shallow. I'm sorry. I apologized. And she kissed me. Avoiding saying things that I shouldn't say on stream. You knew that I recognized the error of my ways and rewarded me with a kiss. Yuri successful. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, actually. This guy's weak to thrusting damage, right? Don't worry, me too, buddy. You know, at this point, I don't know if I'm avoiding saying it because YouTube will ban me or if I'm just embarrassed. Probably a combination of both. Bumpy demon. Okay. It's not surprising. It's just like, that was a lot of damage. My goodness. I play 10 hours and it feels like 2. Yeah. Every now and then, I'll hyperfixate on Elden Ring, and I'll get to the mountaintops of the giants with, you know, a plus 25 after going into the DLC. I'll be like, oh, I've been playing for 12 hours. Huh. This place is like Sun's Fortress too. Naginata. I wanted to do a run. Oh, I forgot. There are a lot of weapons I want to do a run with. I want to do a video using only the Pata, like use the Cypher Pata to get to the Pata, and then use the Pata for the rest of the game. But I also want to do like a Lance run. Same thing with Dark Souls 3. There are a lot of weapon runs I want to do in Dark Souls 3. I just don't want to play Dark Souls 3. I want to do Lance. I want to do Black Knight Halberd, which I'm doing. I'm almost done with the base game, I think. Yeah, I'm on the Princes. I'm in the archives, with that run, and I've done all the optional bosses. But I just like don't want to play Dark Souls 3 at all. I want to do a dancer cosplay run. I think that'd be really fun. As awful as the weapon is, like, that's kind of why I want to do it. I want to do whip only, but with a silly spin on it. I don't know. I don't necessarily like linearity, which is my biggest problem with Dark Souls 3, but I don't like open worlds either. I think Dark Souls 1 and 2 are really great compromises between those two. Ouch. Pardon me. This place is like Team Fortress 2. Sure. Wait, hold on. I want to get Dark Weapon on. For the Desert Pyromancer set. That's not the bit that I was planning on doing, but that I will do that. I need to get to the second DLC for the bit anyway, so... I mean, I don't need to get to the second DLC, but the bit requires me getting to a point where I'm in the second DLC. I love Dark Souls 3. I mean, I love Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. I think they're both amazing games. It's just I don't like them nearly as much as the other two. Or rather, as Dark Souls 1 and 2. I love Demon's Souls as well, but I don't play it very much because it's less interesting, in my opinion, to explore than Dark Souls 1 and 2. I don't know. I would very much struggle to say that I dislike Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring when I have 500 hours in Elden Ring and like 450 in Dark Souls 3 or something like that. It's not even necessarily that the linearity is bad, I just don't like it as much. Yes, Ria, I will. Absolutely. We'll do that for the Rapier video that I'm working on. I think that'd be a funny bit to put in there. Alright, how much health do you have? Not enough. Yeah, that's true, but it's not even like... Because for me, it's more like the reward of finding different routing, as opposed to the reward of finding a weapon or whatever. So that also applies to Elden Ring, because, like, you can go around Stormvale, and otherwise every single route through the game is extremely obvious. More Titanite shards. I don't know, the Master Key doesn't change the linearity of Dark Souls at all. The only difference with and without the Master Key is either needing to buy a key from the merchant, or from a merchant, or like going through New Londo earlier than usual. The Master Key doesn't change the routing you're able to do at all. In terms of like bosses and stuff, at least. Hi, please. Thank you. I didn't dodge there, but I didn't need to, so it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna wait. Drink one more time, since I'll be using life gems on out there. 70% shouldn't matter with Dark Weapon. Yeah, it's not incredible damage, but it's fine. Yeah, I agree, Lily. There are definitely instances where I felt that. There are exceptions, but those are incredibly well-crafted worlds. Like, God, I can't even remember any off the top of my head, to be honest. It takes a lot of skill to make a genuinely interesting open world. Calling Hollow Knight an open world game is like calling Dark Souls 1 an open world game. Oh. I don't know. Like, I guess technically it is, but you have to know routing and everything to treat it like an open world game. Yeah, Skyward Sword is a great linear game. I love Skyward Sword. Probably top 5 Zelda games for me. Just a Hollow Knight shell, fair. Metroidvanias can be open world. Okay. My favorite? God, I'm so back and forth on Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask for my favorite Zelda game, just because most of my love for Ocarina of Time comes from like glitches and nostalgia. But I still really love Ocarina of Time. I've played it so many times. It's so much fun to, like, you know, glitch out of forest early and then do door time skip and then do the adult dungeons before going back and doing the child dungeons and everything. Stuff like that is super fun to me. But Skyward Sword, or sorry, Majora's Mask is also just incredible in so many ways. But Skyward Sword is probably... Where would I put Skyward Sword? Maybe 5th? Yeah, probably 5th. Probably Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Then Wind Waker and Minish Cap and Skyward Sword. Yeah, the GBA ones? Is there one other than Minish Cap? Minish Cap is incredible. I love Minish Cap. Easily the best 2D Zelda game. Link Between Worlds is also really good, but Twilight Princess manga. Wii and GameCube are, or well, GameCube is extremely easy to emulate. So even if you have a fairly substandard PC, you should be able to emulate it. It's not even that I like breaking the game necessarily, it's that I like being able to experience it in different ways, right? Because I've 100%ed Ocarina of Time 7 or 8 times, and the intended way of that would be nearly exactly the same every time, the only difference being when I get heart pieces or whatever, right? As opposed to, if I do it with glitches, I can do it in whatever order I want, and it becomes a dramatically different experience every time. I think that's more interesting. Just because of how many times I played the game. Uh-oh. I'm surprised I didn't fall, actually. It's the same thing with Dark Souls, where I've played Dark Souls, like, hundreds of times, so playing it, you know, without any glitches gets kind of boring. Not boring, but monotonous, I guess is a better word. Very samey every time. Oh yeah, Four Swords Adventure! I forgot about that one. I thought I would dodge that, to be honest. I started playing Four Swords with an emulator. It was fun, but I don't know, not that fun. Not fun enough to beat it, anyway. I'm also not as much of a fan of 2D games as I am 3D for Zelda. Like I love Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I love Minish Cap. I love Link Between Worlds. But most of the other 2D games don't really do it for me. Like they're fun, but I should play Minish Cap again. I have a, I forget what it's called, a RetroPie 2 Plus, I think it's called. A little emulation machine. And Android-powered emulation machine. And I have a bunch of Game Boy ROMs on it, including Minish Cap. I was playing Hamtaro Ham Heartbreak was the last thing I booted up on it because um, my partner had it as a kid and loved it, and I had never played it. And Anthony also loved it as a kid. Um, I wanted to try it, and it's very much a game intended for children, but it's very cute. God, the climbing animation in that game is so fucking cute. Filthy hardware purist. As long as I experience the game, the hardware doesn't generally matter for me. Does it make a difference in my experience? I mean, like, I can also play games a lot without changing. um, I've beaten Devil May Cry 1 like 8 times this week, and there aren't exactly a lot of options for playstyles in that one. Not week, sorry, this last month-ish. Who's your favorite Zelda side character? Like, you know, not Link, not Zelda, not any of the companions, but like side character. Because mine 100% is Petrus from Skyward Sword. In a week, yeah. It would be feasible with DMC 1. It's a fairly short game, but that is a lot. Medley? Oh my god, Medley is such a good choice too. I forgot about Medley. Medley is a very close second. Midna is a companion though, not a side character. I mean, like, I need to use Dark Weapon. I don't think it's like an hour and a half. An hour New Game Plus, hour and a half if you're not going for 100%. It usually takes me 2 hours because I like to do all the secret missions and get all the blue orbs, but if you don't do that, it's a really short game. I mean, it's short with that too, right? I could probably beat it 8 times in a day if I really put my mind to it. I don't think. Blorbs. Sounds so exhausting. I mean, maybe if you're doing like DMD and stuff, but if you just like New Game Plus normal mode, I don't think it would be that bad. Like starting the game with Inferno, most of the enemies cease existing the moment you see them. Do I always play on normal? No. I've done hard and DMD. I've done 2 hard playthroughs, 1 DMD playthrough, and like 4 or 5 normal playthroughs. My last playthrough was normal mode, itemless, deathless. Last time I did that was on Super Dante, but I did it on not Super Dante recently, or yesterday actually. If it is one of your favorite weapons to use in a video game, I get it. I think if it is kind of boring if you're not using exclusively Rolling Blaze and Inferno. Unless you're fighting Nightmare, but Nightmare is kind of an exception. True, kick 13. I forgot about kick 13, my bad. I think that in terms of basic movesets, I think Alistair is way better, but I love how Force Edge looks. I wish Force Edge had a use. Anju is really good. I love Anju. Majora's Mask or Cuckoo Keeper? Okay. I want more vigor. I should get vitality actually, because I'm gonna need that for my... No, I'm not. Probably not that much anyway. Oh, my meteors. I think the basic combo on Ifrit is kind of boring, unless you're fighting Nightmare, where it's necessary. All 13 of those girls are freaks. True. Uh, okay. Shrine of Winter. Yeah, I don't think she has that name in Ocarina. I think she's just the cuckoo girl. Even though she's allergic to cuckoos. As a kid, I had the biggest crush on Anju. Meteor does a lot of damage, and therefore is good on, oh my goodness, Griffin 3, and that's it. I've only intentionally used Meteor on Griffin 3. Who didn't? True. The people who didn't were the people who played Majora's Mask first and found, Remia. Remia? Is that her name? Seek Mightier Souls. Did I not pick up Freya's soul? Oh. Yeah, Romani's little sister, that's right. I can't believe I didn't pick up Freya's soul. I may or may not have ADHD. It remains to be seen. Cremia is... I like Cremia. For very normal reasons. Speaking... Never mind. I'm not going to talk about that on stream. Not because it's like something that I'm embarrassed about or whatever. I just feel like some people would get the wrong idea. And I don't want to go into that right now. If somebody reminds me to talk about my weird crush in the Discord if they're curious, then I will, but not right now. Actually, a lot of people already know. Krista, Rhea, Rome, you all know. Yeah, she's cute. Oh my god. Excuse me. I forgot I don't have a torch. Thanks, fine. I would like Marin a lot more if she was more developed, but she kind of feels like an underdeveloped character. I guess that's kind of true for Medley as well. Less so. Oh, why did you target on that one? Oh, because the spiders were all dead. Romani is the small one, I believe, yeah. Because she's named after the ranch. Oops. Marin is your middle name? I'm gonna be so honest, I don't remember your middle name at all. But I don't think Marin is very fitting. Is Marin her name in Ocarina? Because I was thinking Link's Awakening. Is that her name in Ocarina? Okay, there we go. Marin is Link's Awakening. Is it? What's her name in Ocarina? Because I do not remember at all. Malin, yeah. Malin and Talon, that's what it is. And that always confused me because Talon looks like Mario. So I thought it was Malin because M for Mario, you know? He has the Bowser pendant too. That's such a fun Easter egg. I love that a lot. Easter eggs in games used to scare me as a kid. And not scare me, but they always made me feel weirdly uneasy. Like how the guard would lean out from the window and throw a bomb at you if you shot the window in the courtyard in Ocarina of Time. Stuff like that. Or like even weird little things like the Hero-Com magnets in Spyro A Hero's Tale. Like it's such a little thing that should not have given me any sort of pause, but it genuinely creeped me out as a kid. And there's stuff that's like obviously creepy, like the Hell Valley sky trees or whatever. in Super Mario Galaxy 2, but the concept of Easter eggs, like things that break the fourth wall, were always weirdly creepy to me. Yeah, like there are definitely Easter eggs that are meant to be creepy. God, L is real 2401. Double Erdtree Avatar? I know that is a thing. I don't think I've fought it. That sounds awful. I'm surprised that's not in Night Rain, to be honest. I love Easter eggs. Easter eggs are so much fun. Ben drowned, got you into Zelda? That's awesome, actually. That's so cool. Added some hidden ghost face creatures. Yeah, at the end of one of the ghost houses. It might be all of them, actually. If you stand next to the flagpole for a certain amount of time, a spooky face will appear behind the fence. Yeah, 3D lands. I think part of it was also that I listened to a lot of creepypasta as a kid, haunted gaming or whatever. So anything that was kind of like out of place was very reminiscent of creepypastas. Aside from Egg and Tunic. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. I love that you can talk about it without it being spoilers too very easily. Because it's just Egg. And if you don't know what that means, and that makes no sense to you, then it's even better. I wonder if that ever ended up... There were so many things with Tunic. Tunic... I don't want to spoil anything. There's a lot to it post-game. And there's a lot of stuff outside of the game. And I don't know if any of it was ever solved. Because I know there were a lot of creepy... Not creepy. There were a lot of secret hidden messages and stuff around a lot of the game. That people found because of stuff not in the game. But I don't know if all of it was deciphered, if there was ever like a conclusion. Which horror scared you again? I'm trying to think. I like true quote unquote horror media, but it's always like so hard to find a good one because all of it online is like 10 scary stories that actually happened. I was walking home at night and there was a guy walking behind me. It's like, oh, cool, awesome. But then occasionally you'll find one that's like genuinely horrifying. You just gotta wade through the slop. The horror that like gets me is the stuff that God, it used to be stuff that referenced eternity. Like ideas of what hell is, or like eternal. I was watching Supernatural with someone, and we got to either the season 1 or season 2 finale. And Sam, I think, goes to hell. And I forced her to watch, or I forced them to watch the next episode with me, because I was freaking out, because that really hit on my trauma at the time. But it doesn't really bother me as much anymore, which is cool. Okay, so I could get the ruin set right now. And I want to, but I don't want to farm for it on stream, so I think I'm going to do that between streams. Haven't got there yet? I'm sorry. The show's been out for a long time. I don't like Supernatural. I don't know why. They said that season 5 is where it gets good, which is funny. I don't know. I was kind of enjoying it, but it was really hard to keep myself into it, so I'm hesitant to try to watch it again. It's Tentacles? Okay. That makes sense. When their own family is possessed. There's a lot of horror that's like dogs, but like not dogs being possessed, but dogs not being dogs. SCP-2718. Somebody remind me of that later, because I want to look it up, because I feel like it would also be scary to me. Body horror? Body horror makes me uncomfortable, but it doesn't necessarily scare me. Like, Tusk was stuck in my brain for a while, but it didn't scare me. It was just like, ugh. You know? Tusk was the first example that came to mind. But that's true of most body horror. It's just kind of, ugh. And I think about it for 2 weeks, and then I never think about it again. Fresno Nightcrawlers. The scariest of horror. The only Junji Ito property, I don't know, story that I've experienced has been the Gyo Tokyo Fish Attack movie. And it was because that's what your sister calls you. I have a new pet name. And it was because a friend of mine and I, we were watching a YouTube video and we saw a clip from it in the video. We thought it was really funny or something. And so we would just watch the movie right then and there. I remember not disliking it. I think not being in control of my body doesn't really bother me anymore. Just because, you know, being plural, like, I'm not the only one who controls this body anyway. What video? God, I love the Fresno Nightcrawlers. Fear of the future. I have 2 phobias. And those 2 phobias are spiders, like arachnophobia, and nyctophobia. And the thing that annoys me about nyctophobia is that people don't understand it. It's like, oh, you're not afraid of the dark, you're afraid of what's in the dark. The dark isn't scary, but the dark itself is horrifying to me. Genuinely, the most scared you can make me is putting me in a dark room. I hate that shit. Most of my nightmares are just like me walking around my house and none of the light switches are working. That shit gets me so bad. But those don't work in horror, in my opinion, because I'm either gonna have a panic attack immediately and not be able to finish it, or I'm looking at a black screen, you know? Of you being a Fresno Nightcrawler? Okay. Phobia of opening your eyes? Yeah. You love spiders and the dark? There is a spider I've come around on. Yeah, I like to stream. You should press the like button. Yeah, spiders, if I see a spider on my wall, immediate panic attack. One time, a spider crawled under my computer next to my desk. At the time, my computer was on the floor. And there was a spider that, like, was on the floor. And I jumped up onto my bed, and it crawled under my computer. And I sat on my bed, crying, having a panic attack for, like, 10 minutes. And I ended up, getting my roommate to look under my computer for me. They say hi. Hello, Dust. Sunflowers? No, I get that. I get it. Mice and fish. I get the fish thing. Swimming? I love swimming, but God, swimming in rivers and oceans. If I see a fish, I am out of the water and I hate it. afraid of ants. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Krista. I wish I wasn't afraid of spiders. I used to be scared of moths, actually. And then one of my headmates decided she was a moth. So now I'm not scared of moths anymore. I wonder if the sunflower thing is like kind of trypophobia sort of thing. Can't see the bottom of where you're swimming when you're not getting in the water. Understandable. Yeah, parasites are also very freaky. That thing that gets in like the tonguefish or whatever, the thing that replaces tongues of fish. That really gives me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, I'm okay with that, Krista. Our guy processing his fear is thalassophobia. That's really interesting. Do you know the name of the channel? Either your food or your clothes. Luckily, that's not something I have to deal with where I am. Well, I mean, Luna likes blueberries, but... And the weird thing about being plural, I hate blueberries. I think they're disgusting. My headmate loves blueberries. They're one of her favorite foods. And I think that is a very interesting difference. The lasso hobbier. Way too infinite and scary. Understandable. New bad SpongeBob episode. Yes, I do think that, Storm. That's my new headcanon. That's why he attacks you. He's not even supposed to, he's just pissed off. Trypophobia is a weird thing, because like, a lot of instances you'll see of it are just like holes in somebody's flesh. It's like, yeah, of course it's gonna freak you out. But... Or like even lotus pods or whatever. I don't know. Like, I do think it is an actual fear, but knowing whether or not you have it is difficult, because if when you look it up, you just see holes in people's faces, and it's like, ew, yeah, obviously, that's awful. Floating through space, and the Earth just gets more and more distant, that's horrifying. That's awful. Beehives, lotus seeds, and so on really disgust you, but only 5% of the time. I get that, actually. That is such a good idea, Sasha. Maybe the best idea I've ever heard. It's definitely up there. Dark Souls idea anyway, at least. Hi. God, if I could animate that. If I knew how to add attacks to bosses and I could animate that. I'll commission Inferno Plus to do that for me. Take him away from Elden Ring Morrowind for a bit. And give him like $500. That'd probably be more than that. I don't know how difficult that would be. There are reasons that the only makeup that I do is eyeliner and oh my goodness, eyeliner and mascara. Piercings in places other than your ears or nose freak you out because of the holes. I really want to get a oh my god, what's it called? Like upper cartilage piercing, upper ear cartilage piercing. I think that'd be really cute. Removes your head. Yeah, eyeliner is very difficult. It doesn't help that I have a pen instead of a brush. So, I don't know. I don't have a brush is the point, which also makes it harder. Okay, vivid hallucinations of shadow people? Ugh. That's weird. One of the strangest, like, hallucinations I've ever had. I was 7 years old. I was in a house that I only lived in for a few months because I don't remember why. I think my parents got kicked out and ended up having to move. But I had sleep paralysis, and the only reason I remember what it looks like is because sometime around then, I don't remember if it was before or after, but I saw a TV thingy, like some show about cryptids, and they were talking about the chupacabra, and somebody drew what they saw, and it looked exactly like the thing that I saw while I was experiencing sleep paralysis. Not patient enough to apply it. That is so understandable. I don't think that's just you. I don't think that's just you, Mac. No comment on my own experience, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely not the only one. Free Sacred Oath buff. Free permanent bite bug until you die and it goes away. Ah, everything's fine. This is true. She did this while we were playing Seamless. And I accidentally killed it. She got mad at me. Or not Seamless. We were just playing co-op. I forgot. This game doesn't have Seamless. Very sad. We were talking about everything? All of it at the same time? I didn't know that was an option. I get jealous easy. I know Yui did a update somewhat recently, but I don't know. No, come on, don't do that. Oh my god. You know what? Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. It's just... It's only 50 AR. It's fine. Yeah, true. We are always doing that with most of them. Rings do have durability. I think they do in Dark Souls 3 as well. No, I think they do in Dark Souls 3, but it doesn't matter. Ow. Thank you. There and in the gutter at the bottom with the durability pots are the only places that I've ever had rings break in this game. It's crazy how they made durability not matter at all in Dark Souls 3. They took an interesting mechanic from the first game and made it actually interesting in the second, and then they removed it in the third game, and it's not, I mean, they didn't remove it, but they functionally removed it. It kind of only matters for certain special attacks that cost durability, and even then you usually don't have to worry about it because those attacks don't do very much damage anyway. The night grace part of your fall clearing areas with the watching pole. I've never used the watching pole in Dark Souls 3. Yeah, and then they just got rid of it completely in Elden Ring. I really don't like it in Bloodborne. Yeah, I think Bloodborne has the worst iteration of durability because the only interesting thing they did with it was the Tonitrus. And even then, it's like, it only makes you go back to the Hunter's Workshop a little bit more often. I don't know, I think removing durability in Elden Ring kind of makes sense because of it being open world, but I don't know. I think I started a BL4 run and I cheesed the shadows and I got to the wet nurse, but I never did the final boss or something. Hate going back to the Hunter's Dream. Me too. I like it most in Dark Souls 2, but I think it works well with a lot of weapons in Dark Souls 1. Oh my goodness. I forgot you were here. The doll should be at every lamp, frankly. He should travel with the lamps like you do. And go into Yarnum and level you up there. What V game is it that gives you a go outside every 15 minutes? You've been playing for a long time. You should take a break. No, thank you. I've been playing for 30 minutes. Wanderer boots at risk. Oh, right, because I haven't rested. If Dark Souls 2 breaks too fast? There's very little in Dark Souls 2 that I think has too little durability. And the little stuff there is that where durability matters. Like, there are a couple things where it's annoying. Like I said, the Lucerne. The Lucerne sucks in this game just because it has way, way too little durability. But then you can, like... but then there's stuff like, you know, the old knight weapons, right? Which have low durability but high damage. And in that case, I think it works really well. And as long as you're not clearing whole levels at once, it doesn't really matter. Wii Sports Resort does that. Skyward Sword does that. I hope you enjoy your dinner. Thank you for being here while you could, Ghost. Have a good night, Krista. Thank you for being here while you could. I hope you enjoy your food as well.
Is that here to see?
Can never get through No Man's Wharf without repair powder? I'm trying to think of last time I needed... I run through No Man's Wharf most of the time, but even when I don't usually need repair powder unless I'm using like a +1 weapon. I usually get to +3 before going through No Man's Wharf. They could have made Melina interesting. It's true, they should have. They could have. Kind of like the Sun Ring. That would be so awesome, actually. I wish I liked tuna steaks. I love tuna salad, but tuna steaks, the texture... Ugh. Ugh. The texture kills me. I hate tuna steaks because of it. Durability does not change with weapon level, I don't think. But doing more damage means you hit enemies less. Which means it takes less durability. What's weird is I like tuna on sushi, but I hate tuna steaks. I want sushi. I think the only reason durability I think is good in Dark Souls 2 is because it forces you to engage with the shortcuts as you're progressing through the level, rather than only if you die to the boss. Like, you go through a section and then you get to the shortcut, Then you go back to the bonfire and you don't have to deal with most of the enemies you killed while getting to the shortcut in the first place. And like, I don't know. Having multiple weapons is just something that the game expects for you to do anyway. And if you really don't want to, like, the repair spell is so easy to get the requirements for. Yeah, and how it affects no bonfire runs, that's true. I don't like shrimp, which is weird, because I like a lot of seafood, but I really do not like shrimp. Sushi with the flake things? Unfortunately. That is the one thing that I don't like about a lot of sushi. I don't think Dark Weapon really matters here, because of his dark resistance. This is bugs, true. A few times I've had, like, crickets or whatever. It's been fine, too, so... It's not even like I don't like bugs. God, I really want eel right now. Barbecued eel. A dragon roll or like a... Even like a Billy roll or something would be so good right now. Not the only bug you've eaten. Luna will remember that. Never had eel? I love unagi. It's so good. Okay, now I get part of the armor set that I wanted. I think I'm gonna go to the dragon, the guardian dragon. I'm gonna beat the guardian dragon, and then I'll end the stream. Unagi is what got you into sushi, as it should. I forgot to put on Ring of Blades +2. Oh, excuse me. The first sushi I had that was like, oh my god, this is so good, was honestly probably just a California roll. Very smooth. I like cream cheese a lot. Sometimes Philly rolls are a little too rich, but dragon rolls are always good. I like most sushi. There's very little sushi that I don't like. I'm sure plenty of people had an anime phase that got them into sushi. That would not surprise me if that was a very common experience. You like cream cheese? Don't worry, I already like you too. Fish sardines didn't get trendy and expensive. Are they trendy? I used to, oh my goodness, as a kid I loved like canned sardines with crackers, but I haven't had those in a long, long time. Yeah, anime just happens to be like another kind of show that I watch sometimes, but I also don't watch shows very often. Assassination Classroom. God, Assassination Classroom is my favorite show of all time, and my favorite movie is when Marnie was there. So, in general, I do like anime, but can you get down from here? I actually don't know. Yes. We should watch anime. I agree. We've already watched one movie anyway. Trigun? You do enjoy the really cheap stuff. Not... There's not a lot of sushi that has just raw fish. Like nigiri usually does or whatever, but for the most part, most sushi doesn't necessarily. Assassination Classroom is really, really good. I love it. I don't like your laugh animation. Okay. A Ratatouille childhood moment. I've been having tuna sandwiches recently a lot more often. Not super often, because when we get tuna, it's usually like a can or two. But it's also, as far as I know, not super safe to have more than like 2 servings of fish in a week. When we get to see Navan, he's dead. Final Fantasy 14 husbands. It's part of the fashion, okay? And then I will grind for the fashion between streams. The rest of it. I guess I could just hack it in right now, actually. I'm gonna do that. That's a better idea. Because I wanna show it off before the stream ends. Make it to the bonfire first. I don't know what causes things to break out of their cages. The hacker. Look, if you'd rather me kill Ruin Sentinels for an hour straight. SMH, taking my damn tits. Let me find the cheat table. Okay, cheat table open. Oh my goodness. And stop focusing on the game. Dark Souls 2. Let me make sure. I remember how to do this. Okay. I want to get the leggings, the gauntlets. Do I need to set the durability? What's the durability of the ruin leggings? 1 second. I don't know if this matters, but PS2 ruin leggings. 105. I don't know if that's high or not. I don't have any concept of like what durability values mean. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ruin leggings. And do it again. For the gauntlets. Ruin. I know what I'm doing, guys. Okay, I have to look up the durability for this one too. Again, I don't know if it matters or not, but I haven't. Last time I didn't set the durability, the weapon broke immediately and stayed broken even when I repaired it. So I'm gonna assume that I do need to set the durability correctly. Okay, then we go to Malentra to buy the other stuff. Did you hear Ruin Sentinel stream? You get gout instead. Oh, there's a lever you have to pull? Huh. Okay, I need this. Not that one. Alright, what do we think? What do you think of the fashion? I think that matches really well. I think it looks really good. Alright, now for the dragon. I found this fashion kind of on accident when I was doing a run with the homunculus mace, and I thought it looked really good with that weapon. Hit the slay button for real this time. I also really like the ruin leggings and Oh, wait, I forgot. The Ruin Leggings and Gauntlets are like my brass set of this game. Because I really love the Ruin Leggings and Gauntlets with the Lady of White robe. I like having a crown with basically every armor set. But that'll happen next stream. I am about to say a dragon, that's true. You are resistant to fire. This is the Chaos Robe, which you get from Navlan after completing his quest or after killing him. You can buy it from Malentia. But his quest requires either a bunch of other NPC quests or killing other NPCs. So it's way, way faster to just kill him. He does give you a bunch of spells. So if you're going for certain spells, then it's better to do his quests. But obviously, if you're not using spells, it doesn't matter. Big numbers, big good. Come on. Thrusting swords. The one problem with them. Unleash magic. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I should use that when I do the, oh my god. What's the halberd that turns into a twin blade moveset? That's insanely good. Because last time I did that, I infused it with magic and it was insane. And as far as I know, that's its best infusion. Can you stop? Come on. Anyway, when I do that stream, I'm probably gonna infuse it with magic and do that. Saint Tier Spear, yeah. Oof. His tail nug? Nub? Stop it! I swear to God. Like the spiky end of his tail? The only one that's annoying is Kale's helm? I mean, by the time you get to Navlan, you've already done most of the bosses you need to do for that, right? Yeah, Elden Ring levels. True. I'm gonna try to run through the Dragon Shrine. The one thing I don't like about this character is her eyes are kind of fucked up. I did my best to fix it, but I don't know. I think she's cute. Twin Blades are really fun. The Dragon Rider Twin Blade, I think, is just kind of the best one. Need Giant Lord? Yeah, but that's like... You can get that really quick. Her eyes are perfect. Look. He's a... It looks like it's too bright outside for her. Yeah, I also wish Scholar had face saving. Like, look, she's cute. I wouldn't say she's ugly, but I didn't want the eyes to look like this. That's the only problem. Admittedly, there are very, very, very few women that I think aren't pretty, so... Nashandra instead of Throne Duo? Oh god. I'm gonna try to sprint through the Dragon Shrine. I already said that. Never mind. Weary from clearing the game in 3 hours? It's not that hard.
However,
Want to go to the Dragon Area? Me too. Okay, or a lever moment. Women are just... Whoa. You know, women are pretty. As a rule. There are very few exceptions. And those exceptions are usually because of character. It could be really cold. Just wear a coat. That's what the cape is for. But you could find Onyx in the Dragonary, true. This armor set, last time I got it, to me it looks very kingly, you know what I mean? Looks like an armor set a king in a fantasy series would wear. Somalia. No, I did not talk to him in the... Oh my god. In the place. So Somalia does not exist. Oh. And let's see if I can successfully get through the doorway. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is by far the best looking of the trilogy, and it's genuinely not even close. Walk faster. Ah! I made it. Everything's fine. Yeah, I agree, Lily. And when I like someone, they look better too. Punished for cowardice. Until like last month. No, I like that actually. I'll be a she, her now. What? No, Dark Souls 2 doesn't give you any iframes when you're opening doors. What are you talking about? Aldi. That's where Shadow the Hedgehog is. Alright, perfect. 3 hours. The only way to break the curse is with HRT. It's true. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you all. I don't know how to end this.